All right, guys, welcome to this new YouTube video. It's so good to have you here. My name is Stephen Howell, and today we are going to talk about why motivated sellers desperately need you. So, if you're a real estate investor, a wholesaler, a landlord, a rehabber, I know a lot of you watching, a real estate agent, I know a lot of you watching my YouTube videos and YouTube channel here are real estate investors and real estate wholesalers, and you're looking to find deeply discounted real estate deals. And the purpose of this video, guys, is I want to share with you why you must adopt this belief that motivated sellers desperately need you, because that is the truth. However, we're going to uncover just a couple of bullet points here that is going to help you operate just from a better belief system and in a better way, so you can focus in on the people that you can actually add value to and the motivated sellers that you can actually help. Because if you try to help everyone, if you try to just cast such a wide net, a lot of times it ends up in spreading yourself way too thin and focusing on things that are not going to lead you to get results in the first place. So with that being said, again, if you're new here, welcome. Even if you've been watching some content for quite a while, I'm so glad to have you here. Definitely feel free, if you resonate with any of this content, browse some of my other videos and playlists. And if you like the content, be sure to hit the like button and add a comment to the videos. And I actually read the comments myself and reply to them. So it's not just somebody from my team that I pay to do that. I take it very seriously. And a lot of times the comments and feedback give me ideas for future content that you guys want me to create. And it's just a cool way for us to interact. And then if you really, really like the content, I'd be honored if you subscribed to the YouTube channel here as I put out new weekly content. So guys, going forward with the channel, I am going to be releasing content on Mondays, usually Monday evenings. So that's what you can expect, about a video a week from me on topics that I believe are going to help you propel your business forward. So with all that housekeeping out of the way, let's get into this video. And so we're going to talk about motivated sellers, why they desperately need you. It is my sincere and firm belief that this is true, and this is something that you need to believe. Now, I know when you just get started and when you're trying to build that momentum in your real estate investing and wholesaling business, that it's kind of a challenging belief to really have, because all you're talking to is all the people who want retail price, they want full market value, they're not interested in selling for a discount. So you might be scratching your head thinking like, Steven, what are you talking about, man? Like, that's not been my experience. That has not been my experience that motivated sellers desperately need me, Steven. Like, what in the world? So here's the thing. Number one, a couple of things that I want you to really think about. Number one is that in this real estate investing business, most sellers do not even want to sell their house in the first place. Okay, most sellers and so they're therefore not even a seller. Most people don't want to sell. And of the people who do want to sell, most of them do not want to sell for any sort of a discount. And if it is, it's a few $1,000s off the market value of the property. So most people don't want to sell, and those who do want to sell don't want to sell for a discount. So what does that mean? Does that mean we should just not be a real estate investor? Does that mean we should just give up and quit now? Of course not. It is definitely one of the most proven routes to financial freedom in becoming a millionaire, or whatever that means to you, through real estate. It's the vehicle of many proven successful people that they choose to get involved in real estate investing. And they do so for a reason, because it works. And one of the ways that it works in real estate is that we want to get really good at finding deeply discounted real estate. So then we have to ask ourselves, do we believe that those deals are out there? A lot of times a limiting belief is that my market is different. Yeah. I see all these success stories on YouTube and Instagram and different podcasts and things like that, but like my market, my situation is different. Those deals aren't available in my market. And maybe if you're in the middle of like Montana or something like that, and a really farm, like a farm town with like 100 people, there's still likely like one or two like premium like buyers that are just buying up everything. And so there's ways to even profit in those markets. But so that's not true, right? That it's just like, well, my market is special and my market is different, and those don't exist here. So the thing that I want you to understand as we start to kind of hone in on, because then the question becomes, well, how can I start to hone in on that small percentage of people who do want to sell and that they are willing to sell for a discount? And the thing that I think, is helpful to understand is that everything is not a deal, okay? Everything is not a deal, and you can't help everyone. That doesn't mean we can't be super respectful. That doesn't mean we can't add value. That doesn't mean we can't be honest. That doesn't mean we can't point somebody in the right direction. But as far as being a solution, adding value to their situation, and specifically helping that person or that seller, you can't help everyone. And every person you talk to that appears to show motivation, everything is not a deal, okay? And this is challenging in the beginning because we have so much, a lot of times, motivation and desire to change our circumstances, and we're so hungry and sometimes so desperate and just all of these things. And it's like, I don't care what it is. Like, I want to make something into a deal. But the truth is, we can't make something into a deal. You don't have enough creative speech in you to change an unmotivated seller to a motivated seller. You're not that slick. I hate to break it to you. And this was hard for me, when I got my start in real estate. I was like, well, if I just have the right strategy, maybe I can really study up on lease options and seller financing and owner financing and creative strategies, or maybe I can really get good at, mobile home stuff. Maybe I can get really good at land. Maybe I can get really good at apartment stuff. And there's all these different things, right? And the thing that I remember a mentor sharing with me, and I want to share with you guys, is that, the person who tries, especially in the beginning and even intermediate phases of your business, to be a jack of all trades, ends up typically being a master of nothing. So we really have to put our blinders on, and we have to know that not everything is a deal, and you can't help everyone. And we don't want to be a jack of all trades and a master of nothing, okay? So with all that being said, where does that leave us? So we want to get really good, and something I want you to write down besides those couple of bullet points is I want to get really good at identifying what is a deal and what is not a deal. And that, my friends, is one of the beginning challenges in your real estate business. But if you identify it, that's the first step of saying, hey, I want to start getting really good at this. And how we do that is through asking questions and by doing enough marketing to generate enough phone calls and talking with enough people. And in actually one of my next videos, I'm going to break down the different marketing channels that we have to choose from, because that is also another area of confusion. If we're trying a little bit of this type of marketing, a little bit of that marketing, a little bit of this marketing, a little bit of that, and especially if you have a part-time or full-time job and you're trying to do real estate investing on the side, what I know about you is that you are spread way too thin and likely are not being effective enough in one area of your business that's going to drive you forward. And so that's what we're going to talk about in a future video, but it still pertains to this because we want to get really good at doing enough marketing to get really good calls coming in. And even when those really good calls coming in, most of them are not going to want to sell for a discount. So if somebody truly doesn't have an urgency to sell now, they don't have a pain point or a problem, or the property itself, there's personal pain points. Maybe they're a tired landlord, and this is one of 10 properties they have, and their tenants just wrecked the property, and they are emotionally fed up, and they are ready to dump this property. They've gotten enough money out of it over the years, and they just want to get rid of it. Maybe they're behind on taxes. Maybe they're relocating across the country or going through a divorce, or maybe this is a rental property, but there's a family member in it that hasn't been paying rent for a long time. It's causing a ton of stress, and they are finally ready to, really make a firm decision and say, you know what, like, I have to protect my circumstances here, and I need to move on and get them out of this property and do something. Maybe it's an inherited property where the person was living in the property for 30, 40, 50 years. And it's extremely dated. Maybe a hoarder was living in the property, and there's just stuff piled up to the ceiling, and it's in horrible shape. And so there can be personal distress, there can be physical property distress. Maybe there's termites, maybe there's foundation or fire damage, or a slew of other things that, whether it's the person's circumstance or whether it's a physical condition about the property, it doesn't really make the most sense for them to list it on the MLS, because it's not going to sell fast enough, or their situation is too painful to wait around. And so when we're asking the right questions and building the rapport and all of those things, we want to identify, do they want to sell somewhat soon? And is there a motivation? Or are they, the 95% or more that just want to sell, and they want to sell for full retail, and they're not in a huge rush? And because if they don't have a problem, then we can't help them. So there's no reason of wasting their time or wasting our time. And my friend, when you operate your business that way, it frees you up to stop trying to make everything a deal. And it frees you up from wasting your precious time and wasting the seller's precious time. So the truth is, the deals that we actually do, those were truly motivated sellers, and they desperately did need us. They needed a cash buyer. They needed somebody that, really was able to actively listen and show a lot of empathy and really bring a solution. A lot of this business, there's a lot of little one-off situations, and we have to get a little creative and bring a solution to the seller. And that adds so much value to their situation. So motivated sellers, the ones where we're actually going to do deals, they desperately need us, and we add a lot of value. The 95 to 98% that we can't help, that end up not being deals, those we couldn't have really helped in the first place. Now, that does not mean that we can't be super respectful, super honest, super straightforward, very empathetic, and point them in the right direction that can best serve them. So guys, it is going to help you so much, and I understand the challenges at the beginning part of your business, and even in the intermediate stages, where you kind of, fall into this pattern of like, nobody wants to sell, oh my goodness, I'm tired of talking to people where there's no equity, they don't want to sell, all of these things. When you switch your mindset and your frame and your belief, and you really only try to focus on the people that you can actually serve and help, and you really have this belief, and sometimes it takes that leap of faith and just hearing and believing someone like myself who has gone through it before, until you've gone through it a few times yourself. And then when you can look back through the lens of like the situations where you were able to come in and help, it really helps to solidify that belief for you, because you actually can say, you know what, when I was talking to Janet, when I was talking to Tommy, when I was talking to Miss Jones, they were really desperate for someone who could step in, that's in my shoes as an investor, as a wholesaler, as someone who could come in and really solve their problem very quickly. They were desperate for someone like me, and I'm so glad I was able to help them. And you can see that. And so, guys, I want, even if you have to take that leap of faith, once you get through a couple of deals, you will realize that what I'm saying is true. It's so much more empowering. And just operating your business in this manner, it really allows you to focus and you go a lot farther faster. So anyways, guys, I hope this simple video brought you a lot of value. If it did, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know what was most impactful. Let me know any questions you have, and let me know a couple of topics you'd like for me to discuss in the next coming future videos. And like I said, if you love these videos, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. You can expect about one video or so a week. At the time of this video recording, my wife and I are getting ready to have our second child, so I'll be taking a week or two off around that time. So there may be just a small little hiccup in the production here. But anyways, guys, I love recording these videos. I have so much fun. And for those of you who are interested in kind of cutting through the fluff and you want actionable step-by-step training, I do have a mentoring program. Now, I don't just pump thousands of people through it. It's very personal to you and your situation. It's very intimate. It's with me personally. It's not with my team. I don't outsource you to a sales team and then a coaching team. I work with people one-on-one and really help them to explode their real estate wholesaling businesses and really understand the art of acquiring deeply discounted real estate and help them to build that machine for themselves step by step. And we do it very efficiently, and we do it without all the bells and whistles, and we keep things very lean. So if that is of interest to you, go to the link below in the description of this video, head over to my website. I have a few free goodies for you there anyways when you subscribe at my website, and you can book a call with me. You can book a free strategy call with me if you're interested in this mentoring program, and I'll have you fill out just a very short application. Make sure you take that application seriously, because I will deny or reject applications when I can kind of tell that it's not who I'm looking to work with, or that they're not taking it seriously, because I get a lot of applications. And if I like what you have to say, I will do the strategy call with you and possibly invite you to be part of that mentoring program. So if that sounds intriguing to you in any way, shape, or form, and I have some more details about it on my website as well. If you click on the mentoring program link, I have a full description of it. But anyways, guys, I want to make that available to you guys, because it's been a passion of mine, and I love working with just a few people and really kind of getting hands-on and helping them explode their business. But regardless of that, I love recording these videos as well. So anyways, guys, have a great one, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.